Dear USA, all nations, and 7.9 plus billions of humans. Now, this testimony is for you all to understand how the layers of Pope Francis created the scandal. Okay, so for all the Islam nations, you all are aware how he created terrorist organizations, rebel organizations, ISIS, ISIL, Arab Baath Party, Syria Baath Party, so on and so forth. Right now, he has to destroy the Asian nations also. Right. So that means they call it as what? Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism, Sikhism, right? And Baha'i Lotus Temple, like that. So how can he figure out a process to destroy those nations as well? So that is one chunk of the landmass itself, means almost like what? I would say entire 50-50 of the landmass itself, not even 50, I would say 95% of the population has to be destroyed. But he has to figure out a way. He successfully, Pope Francis successfully created all satanic organizations and destroyed Europe. Europe is only a small chunk of the landmass. Then he also created successfully a long list of Islam rebel organizations to destroy any or all of the Islam nations. Then he has to figure out a process, all for tax mandate only, to destroy the Asian nations. Right? You name it, either China or Japan, Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Tibet, Myanmar, Nepal, Bangladesh, right? And then India. So how can he work out a plan? Everything needs a planning. So even they say that criminal minds, yes, it is true, because they have to figure out a spider web kind of a process model. That way nobody can figure it out. So people were foolish nations were thinking, oh, Dalai Lama, oh, yoga gurus, right? And oh, all Islam leaders, oh, Pope Francis, like that. Can you see how all are scammers only? All are deadliest, venomous, poisonous, wild, endangered species only. But then how they all talk. If you're seeing in the track record of the patterns of abuse of all these people, they talk only sweetest stuff. They never say that they get angry like that. They talk only sweetest stuff. But then it is the other way around. So people see, so they know how to provide the illusion. I mean, that's how people with blinded eyes, they get, trapped in the illusion. So what is this testimony is about? Okay, Pope Francis never educated. Queen Elizabeth never educated. Then there are not only one caliphate in Islam, there is what? So many organizations, approximately 165 rebel organizations, right? They all say Allah, Allah, Allah only, right? And they say Assalamu alaikum, right? How many times they shout that, right? And not even one human in that. And the fake Israel says always peace war. How sweet is that, isn't it? To fool a nation like USA, and it got fooled. USA nation got fooled on that part. So then people never knew, oh, Dalai Lama, oh, how humble he is, like that. So for you on a very short note, I do not want to go in detail about this because I will be covering on this scandal later on detail. Okay. Now, you just on the highest level, on the umbrella level, just be aware, the Dalai Lama, Guru Nanaks, and ISKCON, ISHA, these are all the yoga organization which is displaced worldwide. Even in the United States, it's there. Okay, and they all get trillions and trillion dollars of fundings that are showered to them. Okay, and who provides that? It is Pope Francis. Okay, so that means they come under the umbrella of Pope. So the hierarchy is Queen Elizabeth first. Then she's a queen bee, right? So she has to have someone in the control. And that is the Pope Francis, like a project manager officer like that. Then comes the field workers. Even Pope runs also field work to Queen Elizabeth only. It is a kind of a prosecution organizational process model. Oh, that's all. Okay, so then under the Pope Francis only comes the different regions of popes. I remember I educated about the Pope in the Russia region, Pope in the Cairo, Egypt region, and Pope in the Greece region. Means he creates those satanic organization to be spread out, to be displaced worldwide across the globe, continent by continent. Then below that comes under the Arab leaders, United Arab Emirates and the Syria, those countries, all the Islam needed. And under, it's the same thing only. One side Islam and the other side is the same thing in a different version. They are called as the Yoga Gurus, Dalai Lamas, Guru NANAKS, and they are like that. These are all the different versions of Islam Judaism only. And what is the only one pattern of abuse they provided, and that's a loophole. They all knew the true Israel. They all know the only a true Israelite Christian Jew alone can stand alone out of 7.9 plus billions of humans and can say the truth. Are you all with me at this point of time? So that means even the abusive side, right? The Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis, all Islam leaders, yoga gurus, right? They all, Dalai Lama, right? They all, even on their evil side, they all at the bottom of their heart, they know that only a true Israelite Christian Jew alone, I would stress it, alone can stand up out of the crowd of 7.9 plus billions of humans and can talk. So that means you all are aware of it now. So probably you might be working on your answers correctly, right? So keep working on it. I sure will reveal the truth, okay? So this testimony is about, okay, they were all doing yoga, meditation, yoga for the spirit, yoga for the mind, yoga for the body, like that, right? That's what they provide the slogan. And they even, this is another testimony, okay? When I was working in the Poverty Free Earth end of the year 2030 volunteer project, it was around in the year of 2015, it's my understanding, summer, June. And that's when these ISIS people, these foolish Islam people, they blasted the tomb of Jonah. So that is a life proof that whatever happened in the true Christianity, whatever written in the Holy Bible is true. Nothing is fake. Okay, but then there is other layers of scandal to it, which I will reveal it later on. But just on the highest note, highest level, just be aware that whatever happened in the earlier during the, that's why they classify that era as before Christ era, and after death of era. So that means whatever happened is happened and people witnessed it. Okay. So now beyond that, that's when I was educating. Now I want you all to be very, very careful and listen to my testimony, okay? So all the 193 nations were listening to me, okay? And I educated the United Nations organization leader. He was having a face like a nation, like either Chinese or a Japanese, like that. Okay, and then now he's gone. So that means whoever was there when I was, by the time I was providing all the wisdom education, they knew that the truth is going to be revealed. So they have to save their selves. So they resigned. So nobody is there. If you see today, all of them in those organizations are all new. Okay, it's all for a reason. So that itself is the proof of my accomplishments, my dear fellow mankind. And worldwide, all nations are providing only elections after elections after elections, means they all were choked up with their broken government and no leadership, right? So it was because, and then that's why they all wanted I only to lead their nations. Got it? So I out, how many people are there? 7.9 plus billions. How many men are there? Total male population. How many women are the total women population? Out of everybody, I am the only one woman. Okay, I'm not ashamed to say that I am woman, right? Because I stood up and educated each nation. See, this particularly President Trump knows and President Obama knows that, and all the other nations knows, means this word which I'm going to say, they, oh, this is the lady, like that. Even Facebook, media, all people will just get it, because they know that it is only I who propose those things. I educated all nations should provide a happy family day and a happy human day as a two national holidays during the summer time, so that it can help help for a healthy family and welfare processing, so that people if there are any family feuds, if there are any family politics, those kind of stuff can be healed. Or if there are any prison inmates who are released and gone to home, and those holidays can, when their people are celebrating worldwide, then that can help him in the healthy healing processing. Then state by state, district by district, town by town, people all will be transitioning into living in a healthy happy moment. Means then even state by state they will have the competition. Oh, is state of Wisconsin the healthy state, or is state of New York is healthy state, or where is the people so wise? This means people will there will be healthy competition, and then people will grow together, in live in peace and harmony. So when I was educating, I exclusively requested the United Nations organization leader to allocate those two holidays. But then, instead of doing that, that is why today's God's name is glorified. Instead of doing that, that foolish leader, he displayed a Yoga International Day on June of 21st, I think, June of 2015. Imagine, today is what? Today is 2021. So then, at that moment, I never knew that, okay, so I provided wisdom education and people ignored it. And that time, I never knew that I will be decoding more of the truths. Okay, so down the road, like 2015, 2016, 17, like that, I was decoding more truths, right? More puzzles unlocked, right? So that time, when I was educated, and that's how that United Nations organization leader, he felt that he made a mistake and he resigned. Got it? So he resigned, and if you see the Australia leader, so if you're going to see on each and every single nation, they all have been changed during that time when I was educating, because they were all having some kind of conscience here and there, I think so. So they just resigned. But still this yoga day is there, but it's all for God's name to be glorified. Okay, so can you all see how they come under the umbrella of Pope Francis only, but they still have a tag of Hinduism like that. Got it? So these Islam, bottom line, these Islam, Judaism, they went and destroyed everything. They went and destroyed whatever is called as a true Christianity. They destroyed every single thing. Okay, so that means not even one civilian can escape any continent or any island and can be free living with the worshipping the true God. They wanted all the population worldwide, even if they want to run and hide inside the forest, they will catch them and they'll make sure that they are in the Islam, Judaism, paganism mode only. So are you getting it? Whoever addressing themselves as Christianity in today is what? Is a absolute Islam. And whoever addressing themselves as Hinduism or what? Absolute Islam. So can you all see how on a very highest level they destroyed everything? Just imagine that complex God-given brain nerves has been overwritten. Oh, there is no other crime to do that, right? Will you do it, my dear fellow mankind? No, right? It is impossible for a mankind to hurt fellow mankind. But that is exactly what Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth did. Why? The Queen Elizabeth wanted all the population to worship only her. And there's a proof. It is an absolute proof for Babylonian way of handling the government operations. Babylon, I already said, Babylonians, kings and queens, they wanted only population to worship them as gods. If they are going to worship true God, then they'll be thrown in the gas chamber, just like that. And that traces to how the World War II, World War I, all created by Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis only. But again, people mistook it that it was only a late Germany leader, Hitler only did everything. No, whatever he did was good. Whatever he did was healthy. But in the interim period of his time frame, everything got changed. So he was intoxicated with the drugs, and then his brain nerves were made to be damaged, and then that is how he became whatever he was, to be hated by the entire world. So can you all see how in all the scandal, always the innocent people were made to look at fault mode, and Pope Francis only were made to look good. Holy. So even during that Jews prosecution, and the people were thrown in gas chambers in Warsaw, Poland, like that, right? And there was some wise population in each and every generation. So they thought they could talk out and throw this Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth into the, if not volcano, at least jail. But then they were left free because they were not able to prove it. Population where they have to prove, right? So they could not prove it. But then, can you all see how it is God's time perfect? Now, this moment, right? And Pope Francis surely will be gone in gone in volcano in ashes, right? So, you all aware now. So when a Christian is seeing a Hindu, or when a Hindu is seeing a Christian, they know that they are all victims of abuse. They are all mandated to be somehow or the other, one way or the other, to be Islam and Judaism, paganism. They all fallen in trap. So that means, let's say if a Hindu is seeing Islam, or Islam is seeing a Christian, or Christian is seeing an atheism, right? It can happen because we are all diversified, either in the workplace, wherever, right? And that means all 7.9 plus billions of humans and their precious God-given brain nerves has been destroyed. Please tell me who is going to pay the damage? Can you see how and why President Joe Biden will resign immediately? Right? Can you all see? And can you all see why President Trump is still on the innocent level mode only? And I have to keep on addressing him even after his administrations got over. Because I worked on the project during his administration, he knows the labor, President Obama knows the labor. So that is why I'm just addressing them. Otherwise, why would I? Right? And they have to get their credits accordingly. Right? And I just want the president's rule to end with President Trump. It's not that I'm not against that President Joe Biden, no, not like that. See, beyond Democrat president part of it, everybody are humans only. But then, I hope everybody will be in the same page on that I want the president's process in the United States to end with President Trump, period. Why? When they are going to have 46th president, 47th, they are telling directly that they are going to follow the Satan operations of Pope Francis. So are they want to be a slave to the Pope? No, right? So that means then I have to step in and provide an organization's chart, and that will be very simplest and easy only. I already said a nation need only one leader. A leader should have all the authority. Simple as that. And the leader should be able to guide all the people. Senate, okay, if at all they want to have a name called Senate, blah, 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 then that can be there until transition. Or I would rather suggest just do not have Senate, don't have those names because they all are in Roman Empire mode, right? Just get rid of it. Get rid of that crap, right? Because that only created a lot of hell, right? So I can step in and provide an excellent organization chart. That way, that is why I'm saying I have to be the interim leader. Meaning, I do not want to be the president because everything is broken, right? So we can also come up with a naming what instead of alternate names. Instead of Senate, what can be that name like that? Because everything is going to be changed in my governance, right? So that is the wisest choice, my dear fellow mankind. So so that means why I have to even bother to sign off along with this people means they are telling Dalai Lama and the yoga gurus, right? They should have at least educated United States of America that United States of America cannot provide any robocall poverty mandate. But they never did that. And when they never did that, that is a fatal negligence. Because they are getting all the national benefits of USA. Right? USA is funding their operations after all. One way or the other. Well, and they are displaced everywhere. Dalai Lama is not only in China. Dalai Lama's organizations is worldwide. Yoga Gurus ISKCON organizations is worldwide. Everywhere. You pick and choose a land spot, they will be there. Yoga Gurus will be there. So, I have to address this in the sign off. That way, everybody will be in the law of court. That means Dalai Lama cannot escape the death penalty to be thrown in the volcano in Hawaii. If he is going to say Buddhism or Jainism, I will say go in volcano, please, Dalai Lama, and say Buddhism or Jainism or whatever in volcano. Because the destruction they provided to the humanity is the deadliest. And they were all wearing the tag mask called Jews. Again, one more time, these people, they love only true Christianity, but they cannot say it out loud. One point. Then, how can they provide illusion? They have to have the Christian names or something like that. But then they all became, they are all under that umbrella means they have to follow those certain rules. So they hide the truth to the population. Population brains was destroyed. Who is going to pay the damages? Right? So you all got it now, and I will read the civil justice, and it is civil justice for myself. So if at all we are all in the same page, you all got it that I am doing a multitasking, and USA nation is the happiest nation, and just wondering how supreme wisest is this lady Vethapriya, right? Because by signing civil justice for myself alone, I am providing $1 trillion worth of live, decoding, cracking down all the puzzles and providing all the true criminals to the USA government in the indirect way. So that is the wisdom here. Okay. So, for I, Vethapriya, PROSE provided scandal of absolute monarchs as of February 2021. Any salary, as in tax-free billions of dollars, USA government can provide effective, immediate, using direct deposit to my bank account to I am Vethapriya, PROSE, native Indian tribe, Israelite tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, true owner of all nations worldwide, can help me. So, Dalai Lama is the guru. So you all got it, right? So, and one more thing, all this non-Christian population, regardless of Islam or whatever, they know who I am already few years back. Okay? And again, one more time for a reminder only, I wanted you all to work on who am I. Okay? So, and they fear me alone, nobody else. And there is a reason behind it for them to fear, and I will reveal it. You all might be wondering, why on the earth the non-Christians have to even fear this true Christian lady, right? So there is a reason behind it, which I reveal it on a separate civil justice sign-off. So Dalai Lama is the Guru Nanak's is ISKCON, is ISHA, a yoga organization. Is 254 yoga gurus approximate in India alone. Is in the umbrella of Islam Judaism, of Boko Haram, Republica Vatican Jesuits, then Egypt Pope, along with Pope Francis and Pope Russia, Pope Greek, right? And Cairo, Egypt, Fake Israel, OIC, Organization of Islam Cooperation, United Arab Emirates, then ISIS, then ISIL, Government of Islam Judaism. So under this umbrella only the Dalai Lama and Yoga Gurus, everybody comes. So they are never educated. USA Republican government can never enforce poverty, and the USA can never create robocall poverty mandate to I Vethapriya PROSE, a true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, and a true civil supreme civil judge, and it is fatal negligence of Dalai Lama. Is ISKCON, is ISHA, is 254 yoga gurus is in the umbrella of Islam Judaism to be fatal negligent and for hiding the truth of fake Israel to fool the USA nation forever. See why worldwide they were fooling USA nation means you all got it. USA is the youngest nation. So that is why when the youngest nation means it's almost like a toddler age. Though it is 500, approximately close to 500 years old, it is a toddler age only. So it is easy to fool. So that is why people, USA got fooled. Okay. So, so in the patterns of abuse means nobody revealed what is a true resale to USA. That is a crime after all. So, so that is pretty much it. So, okay, and either USA should say they know who is Dalai Lama, who is Guru Nanaks, who are yoga gurus, or USA government should say they have never heard about Dalai Lama like that. Okay, what is the extended civil justices? I, Vethapriya PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, own the text for ongoing civil justice sign-off. That is Republica Dalai Lama, is the Guru Nanaks, is ISKCON, is ISHA, is 254 yoga gurus, is in the umbrella of Islam Judaism, paganism, with fatal negligence, failed to educate. USA cannot create robocall poverty mandate and by default created the Republica USA robocall poverty mandate to I Vethapriya PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, and Republica government GOP leader Mitch McConnell, President Trump, Supreme Court Judge Brett Kavanaugh in October 2018 enforced poverty mandate to I Vethapriya PROSE abruptly on October 2018, and Republica government of United States of America took away $4,500 in October 2018 abruptly, and they enforced finance debt of $10,210.38 since October 2018, October 2019, October 2020, and as of today. So it is a crime for Republica Dalai Lama, is gurus, is ISKCON, is ISHA, is 254 gurus, is in the umbrella of Islam Judaism when they are ruling USA. Right? And they never, educated USA should never provide enforced poverty to I Vethapriya PROSE. So for civil justice, I want USA Citibank CEO to pay off my debt in full, that is $10,210.38, and sign off tax-free $4,500 direct deposit to my bank account, and each Republica Dalai Lama, is Guru Nanaks, is ISKCON, is ISHA, is 254 yoga gurus, is in the umbrella of Islam Judaism, must sign off tax-free $1 billion. So that would be approximately $300 billion, because there are approximately 254 yoga gurus. And then for approximately Dalai Lama 1, Dalai Lama 2, like that 14th Dalai Lamas. Then Guru Nanaks has been Guru Nanak 1, Guru Nanak 2, like 11 Guru Nanaks. Okay. So, yes, Pope alone, I want him alone to pay $1 billion, because the $266 billion is separate. That will cover under the $50,000 and $500,000 trillion medical coverage, medical finance compensation. Get it? So that is how. So you all might be wondering why 300 billion means I am provided the breakdowns, how it came up with the $300 billion. So that means the Dalai Lama and all those people, they have to pay me $300 billion tax free and direct deposit to my bank account. I just do not have any time to talk all this crap, people. I never asked. I never asked for Dalai Lama crap, no. And who is China or who is Asian nations to even produce, help create a Dalai Lama? Then they have to pay the price, right? And yes, so when they are providing, if they need any assistance on transferring, then the at fault and found guilty Holy Highness God of USA, Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis are there always. And then there is a Republican government in USA. So they will guide how to transfer the funds to my bank account in a safest way. Okay. Then I want USA to rename the Lord Ripon building in Tamil Nadu, India after my name as Vethapriya. Then Pope Francis must resign abruptly now, and I become Vatican leader now. Then I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations now, is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Family Law Judge for all nations now, is civil justice served. Then I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations Organizations, World Health Organization, Center for Disease Control, DCF, Department of Children Families, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Exports, then military, etc. in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to be the ambassador for all nations starting with India, and I must get dual citizenship of USA and India, and that is the civil justice served. So are we all on the same page? It's 30 minutes, but it's still okay. Are we all on the same page on being aware that how Dalai Lama is, after all, a face of Pope on the Asia end to destroy all the Asian nations? So are we on the same page on that? Because that is very, very crucial. And one more information I provided is what? All the non-Christian population, they fear me only, and that's the reason behind it, and I will reveal that later. Okay, so thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye.